Welcome to Everyday Life. Thank you for joining our podcast, Conversations Over Coffee. My name is Jen.
And I'm Dagda.
And we're going to hit you with the explicit content warning right off the bat. This podcast does include adult situations and adult language from time to time.
I'm an angel. I never fucking cuss.
Okay. Anyways, you ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go.
OBKB.
OBKB. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Day off from anything but podcasting. He's like, yeah, it's super exciting. Woo! Right. So, what'd you do this weekend? Did you go gaming with your gaming friends? Did you guys do your campaign?
No.
So you just basically hung out with your friends and stuff?
Yeah, we hung out. We made characters for it was dragon something or other. I don't know.
Okay, listen. You tell your gaming friends, redacted, that you guys need to finish that 7-year campaign. You're on the last part of it. You need to finish it.
Yeah.
I want to know how it ends. Is Dagda gonna live?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Is his dragon gonna spread his wings and fly?
I made a second character because very frequently some people didn't show up to the game. Mm-hmm. And so we would still play, but the campaign is set for 4 players, basically. Mm-hmm. And typically we have like 5 or 6. Uh-huh. But sometimes only 3 of us show up.
Yeah.
And so I made a second character, and then some of
that
the
you
other
can
people,
just swap in.
Well, I can add in the second character so that there's at least 4 of us. Mm-hmm. And then also all of our bases are covered more or less as far as like damage, defense, and healing or whatever.
And what's really gross is most people don't realize how good your brain is. You could probably run the campaign by yourself, all 4 characters, and DM it.
I mean, there are games that are set up for you to play by yourself. Uh-huh. But Pathfinder is not one of them.
Oh, I don't know. You're pretty smart. So did you do anything else besides just kind of work on characters and hang out and chit-chat? You do anything fun yesterday? Or
No, yesterday I did laundry and...
Did you do fuck all yesterday?
Yeah, I did laundry. I went shopping. That was pretty much it.
Nice. I went shopping too. I'm surprised I didn't see you at our local store. But we probably went at different times. I went at like 10 in the morning.
Yeah,
You probably went early because you usually do coffee on Sundays and all that.
Yeah, I did, but I don't remember. Well, I went there twice yesterday, although once was just to get dinner. I don't remember because I slept in.
Nice.
Yeah.
That must have been quite the treat.
Yeah.
Because right now the only days you get to sleep in by a little bit's Mondays.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you finished your schooling stuff?
Yeah, I've not done any schooling since I started working. And part of that is because I like doing it first thing in the morning. And in order for me to do that now, I need to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, you could always do it Mondays before we podcast.
I could do that.
But I'm not pushing you to do it. I just was curious. Seriously curious question.
Yeah, I've not been doing any... my morning schedule is such that I can't really get into it. Mm-hmm. And then in the evenings when I get home, because I get home around 3:30.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't really feel like fucking.
It's the unwind from work time.
Yeah, and fucking like. I have way more focus and all that first thing in the morning. Mm-hmm. So it would be almost useless fucking doing it after work. So, yeah.
No, I get it. So did you watch any good TV shows, any movies, anything?
Nope. I watched a few YouTube videos. I did actually play some video games.
Oh, really? What'd you play?
I played a little bit of... what the fuck was the name of that video game? It's an old Warhammer game.
Okay.
The second one is called Dark Omen. The first one is something Shadow of the Horned Rat.
Uh-huh.
They have another part of their title, though, that comes before the Shadow of the Horned Rat and the Dark Omen. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And it's basically like it's a strategy game, except it's not like a true real-time strategy. It's like a squad-based strategy game.
Okay.
And yeah, because I had both of those games on PlayStation. I never completed the first game because it's actually kind of brutally difficult.
Yeah.
But I finished the second game.
Nice.
So anyway, they were on sale on Steam, and so I bought both of them.
Steam's been doing some really good sales lately.
Yeah.
Like, there's a game I really want, but I have to make sure somebody else has it because it's a co-op only game.
Nah. Yeah, I don't like co-op only games. Just like I don't like the multiplayer only games. Like there was a game that I really wanted. It was Shadowrun.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, that game was pretty fun.
Except it's only a fucking, what is it? Multiplayer fighter game.
Yep.
And I was like, you fucking dickheads. You realize this is a role-playing game, and you made a fucking fighting only game, which is why it failed.
Yeah, I mean, it was for people who played Shadowrun. Like me, I played Shadowrun, but they did downgrade the server connection really quick. So it was like after 2 months, I think, like maybe it was 8 weeks, maybe. It was just like the connection was horrible. The gameplay was horrible. There's nothing worse than when something's lagging and something's like glitchy. But I played it several times with my old, a friend of mine's kid I used to play with because, Bobby was just like, oh man, Shadowrun, this is great. And nope.
Yeah, I wanted very much to play that game. But even early on when they were talking about it before it came out, I was like, okay, this game would be awesome, but I'm not going to fucking play it.
And they were talking about adding a single player mode, but they never did.
Yeah, they never added a campaign, which it should have been a fucking campaign game, not a fucking competitive shooter or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah, and it's so crazy, as gamers, it's like you fall in love with different genres, you fall in love with different game modes to play, and...
Well, the thing is, so that video game was based on a pen and paper role-playing game.
Okay.
It's a fucking role-playing game. Why did you make a first-person shooter, dickheads?
You're not bitter or angry about it at all.
No, not at all. Fucking dumbass motherfuckers. Anyway.
I don't even think you were angry when they made Warhammer into a multiplayer game. I don't even think I saw that reaction like that. I mean...
No, so it
would have been better if they had said Shadowrun based on character abilities in the game or the weapons of Shadowrun would have been way better than describing it as the actual game.
Yeah. I mean, with Warhammer, it's much more understandable because there are role-playing games based in Warhammer and Warhammer 40K, but that's not the origin of the games.
Right.
The origin is a competitive fucking miniature game. So when they were talking about making a MMO for Warhammer 40K, they were talking about making it basically a first-person shooter. And it's like, and having it be a competitive one. And I'm like, okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
It's kind of goes with the spirit of the thing.
You know what would be cool with these, campaigns, these pen and paper campaigns and everything, is if they took, and this is I'm sure somebody else is thinking about this, but I just want a little bit of royalties when you do it, is if they took every single campaign of a series, and I'm just going to use Pathfinder as an example, and they created a video game or a video world where you could go in and you could join that campaign. You literally, here's your list of campaigns, and they could do it like a world tree of passing the campaign. So you could actually play through the game one campaign at a time from beginning to end. So you can go in and you can play this campaign for as long and have chapter markers like you ended this chapter. So you went into campaign number 1 ended at chapter 12 of 20. Then the next time you log in, you can go into 13 and do 13 of 20 and then go to campaign 2. That would be super cool.
They have something along those lines. They're called living campaigns.
Okay.
And basically what happens is essentially the person who's the game master has there's a quote unquote society that runs these things. And when you are a member of the society, you get first of all, they're very strict on the races that you can play and the classes that you can play.
Sure.
Because they want them to be as even as possible.
Okay.
And then when you're a game master, they have specific modules that you run. And when you play in them, I'm not exactly sure how they keep track of it because I've never played in one of these, but they have like tickets or whatever that say, okay, you've completed X module. And so when you go to play at one of these sessions, the game master can look at the different things that you've accomplished or whatever. And then you have sort of like a rating, let's say, of your character that essentially says, okay, you qualify to play this next campaign or whatever. It's kind of complicated, actually, because there's a bunch of other things going on. Like sometimes if you play a certain amount, you get rewarded by being able to play a race that you wouldn't normally be able to play. Some of the races are like gate kept behind experience level of the player. And so, yeah, so as a result, you could, like, let's say you lived in San Antonio, Texas. You would have paperwork that would follow you and say, like, you go on vacation to Miami and you find another role-playing
you'd have a
group.
digital copy you can take.
Yeah, you could be like, okay, I'm going to show up at this game store because they're having this campaign and I can join this fucking game group. I have documents that say, okay, I actually have a character, blah, blah, blah. And you can play in a different campaign in a different city.
So I get that. But what I'm saying is, take something between WoW and a regular campaign that you could play solo in. Merge the two. So they're called modules, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm saying it wrong, and I know I'm saying it wrong, and I apologize. I'm still trying to learn all this lingo from you. So say you have a module, and it has 12 chapters to it to complete the module. There are certain things you must achieve. Okay? Is that right?
Typically, modules are like, not always, but a lot of times they're something that you can complete in a single sitting.
Okay.
The campaign is where you have multiple modules that run together to tell an arcing story.
Okay, so say that you have the Donner's Pass campaign that has 20 separate modules you must complete to get from beginning to end to win. Okay. So why not have an online community that's just like when you go online and play a multiplayer game and you go in and you completed this checkpoint. Oh, I got to go to work, guys. I'll see you around. You leave, you come back, and you can go in from that checkpoint on. So in your module, you're now on your second module or your 9th module or your 12th module.
That is essentially what happens.
But you're talking about in real life. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about them being able to log onto their PC and do this game, do this campaign. They don't ever, COVID changed so much of the way we do our world, and we've seen it now where I've seen Jim Butcher's podcast where when he's been a guest on podcasts and they've got like 12 people into this Zoom meeting and they're like, we're all excited to talk to you.
Yeah.
And so why not do it kind of like that where it's literally like.
So that does more or less exist also.
Yeah.
Where they play online.
Okay.
And sometimes they actually combine the two things, a living campaign where they're doing it online.
So do you ever go join the online stuff?
I've never done one of those, no.
You can threaten your game group with that. I'm going to go play with my online friends if you guys aren't going to complete this campaign.
I mean, my one friend, he does do that. He plays, I think he GMs some online games. I don't know. I've never done it. I did lick.
I bet you did lick.
I did look into some of the stuff early on when it was very first starting. So the late 2010s, I want to say, is when they very first started. Because some people would do them in like chat rooms, and then they made programs specifically for that. In fact, that was one of the things I was looking into really early on. There was a program that was meant specifically to be doing effectively chat room fucking role playing. It's one of the reasons why I was an early adopter to, was it Google Plus or whatever it was? It was kind of like a Zoom meeting type thing that Google had. I don't remember the name of it, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just seems to me like there'd be so many happy, pen and role player gamers and gamers in general if you took the two and merged it. If like literally, if it's not Pathfinder, if it's not Warhammer, it's Dungeons and Dragons, and you take those modules, you take the campaigns with all the modules, upload them, and you get a multiplayer lobby like you do on World at War, or Call of Duty, and you can go in, you literally can go in and say, okay, here's my personal progress, here's my personal stats. I want to go to module 13 in this campaign because I've done all the rest, so I'm ready to move on. You go to that multiplayer room and you find a group that's playing, like say you're allowed to have 8 characters, that you fill up spaces just like a multiplayer room, and then you go and you do it.
So
it would give you the gameplay, and it would also, meet new people. So
there are programs out there. They're called virtual tabletops, or VTTs. Like there's Battleground, which is the oldest one, I believe. It's been around forever. There's Roll20, I think it is called now. Which there were 2 separate ones that were essentially being built specifically for Dungeons and Dragons, and the one bought the other one. I think it's Roll20 is the name of it now. Then there's the one that I have, which I can't remember the name of right now, which is kind of annoying. And then there's several others out there. Some of them are super simple, and some of them are really complex. Like the one that I have is fairly complex. Battlegrounds is super complicated. But it's been around for a long time, so a lot of people have it, and there's lots and lots of. So when they want to have a game in their virtual tabletop, usually they need to get a licensing agreement. Some of them are so simple that you have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So there's no licensing agreements. And like the Roll20, I believe it has exclusive deals with Dungeons and Dragons. But the one that I have, I can't remember the name of it, but it has deals with Warhammer Fantasy.
Okay.
And so when I purchased my copy of it, I got several Warhammer Fantasy, and I've got a bunch of the modules for one of the campaigns.
Okay.
And so it has specific stuff, including maps. It has the stats for all of the kind of characters that are enemies and stuff like that.
Sure.
It has like handouts. So sometimes when you're playing a game, the GM will have things like, oh, you get this note from a fucking person who bumps into you and puts it in your pocket or whatever.
Right.
And then they'll have an actual physical piece of paper that they'll hand to you.
Right.
It's a prop, right? Well, stuff like that is added into these virtual tabletops if you get the official stuff, or you can do it yourself. But it has all that kind of stuff in there. It's really cool. And then because it's a digital version of it, you can distribute it however you want. as far as like the note and stuff like that. So you can send it to the players, and then with the version that I have, it will keep it in their quote unquote inventory. So once you send it to them, they have it.
Yeah.
And then they can look at it on their own computer, even if you're not currently playing.
Yeah.
They can log in and basically look at the stuff. And so you can go back and look at like the equipment that you got and stuff like that.
I would love it if some of these tabletop pen and paper role play games that you talk about, I would love it if they had it in a video game version where, just like Call of Duty, I could campaign multiplayer, and I don't even have to have the same people to do it. It saves me right where I'm at. I think it would be good. I think it would be a good promotion and merge the two worlds together.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. As somebody who's kind of interested in trying some of these games, but does not want to sit there for 8, 9, 10 years straight and still not finish the campaign, I couldn't handle that. I'm a completionist. I like to complete. Everybody knows I play trains. Well, I play Ticket to Ride, and they got a new version of Ticket to Ride out, and of course I play that. And then my reward, once I hit a certain goal on my dead, so my reward was to buy the expansion pack for that. So now I have everything they have. And I've got, I can go to Africa and play trains. I can go to England and play trains, Germany, which I love the German map. It's kind of really interesting, and so is the Asia one. But it's like, it would be really great if they had a campaign form for it. And, so I don't know. So since I do play some tabletop type games, I'm debating whether I want to buy Carcassonne or not, which I don't know if you know what that is, but it's Will Wheaton does. Hey, Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton does. Him and his wife have played it on his tabletop gaming YouTube channel thing.
I think I know what you're talking about. That's the one with the meeples. It's a
world-building card game, like old school, though. Like, we need wood, we need wool, we need rocks. We're like stuck in the 1800s.
Yeah.
But, I love all those older classic games, and I would love to try something newer. But like I said, it's no offense. I would want to play it before finding a group to go play it with.
Yeah.
And I think for me and the life I live and the schedule I have, I'm just saying, creators, make it happen. You have a way to do it. And it doesn't, there's nothing wrong. Like Dungeons and Dragons, they could start taking their campaigns and they could add it into WoW if they wanted to. Like, if you seriously just want to come in and campaign and make it through these modules that you've been dying to do for 4 decades, here you go. And it could track progress. Anybody could join up to maximum players for the campaign, and you don't have to have the same people every time you play.
Yeah, I guess one of the sort of difficulties with what you're talking about is that unless it's being run by a computer program, as far as like the game mastering and arbitrating stuff, it's really difficult to have people pop in and out of stuff. With the way that it works now, you have to have everybody online at the same time. You could do there for a very long time. There's been like play by mail style things where basically, there's been games that have been play by mail.
I'm not in prison. Why do I want to mail anything?
For centuries. Well, you could do the same thing with email though, or with texting. Messaging. The problem with those, however, is that there's going to be all kinds of delay and not everybody's working at the same speed. Well,
that's why I'm saying, so if you had, so say you're dungeon master or whatever, or your game master, however you prefer. So that is, literally just a computer program. It follows directives A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and everything is everything is written into the program within, these are your options. These are your only options. There's no splitting options. There's nothing else. And your roles and everything. So if somebody had to drop out oh shit, the boss just called, I have a chance to make $100 an hour overtime, I'm out, deuce. The minute they disconnect, an NPC player with comparable stats could come in and fill them in. There is a way to do it. I know you computer guys are smart enough. There's a way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, even easier, they could effectively have that person's character be taken over by a bot.
Yeah. And you also have, like, if they did something like this, you'd have a lot of people who would want to experiment or play with this kind of stuff. But maybe they have social anxiety. So they need to kind of, maybe they want a campaign, but like they just want to be by themselves.
Yeah.
So they could completely go in and play with, bots, NPCs or whatever, filling in the other places. And it's just another way to adventure, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, D&D for the past several years has been talking about replacing the game master with a fucking AI.
I mean, it would solve the problem you have with your roommate when they want to be GM.
Well, one of the issues, there's several issues with it. One, most people don't want to be a game master or a dungeon master or whatever, because it's a lot of extra work.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to be good at it, it's a lot of extra work that you have to put into it.
Yeah.
You don't just show up for the game on game day with your character and just fucking roll dice. Instead, you got to fucking read a whole bunch more
about what's going on.
You're supposed to be aware of all the rules for every fucking item and every fucking character. Not literally, but generally you need to know the rules for
I
everything.
could kind of see where you would get off on that, because he would love to catch everybody slipping. No!
Yeah. But so an AI could handle a lot of that stuff fairly handily. The problem becomes when there are a lot of times people want to do something that isn't exactly covered by the rules.
Right.
Because a normal human should be able to fucking, I don't know,
skip down 50 feet.
Yeah, whatever.
Play hopscotch for a day if they want.
But a lot of times, depending upon the rule system, there isn't a rule that actually covers doing whatever it is. Skipping rocks, let's say. And so that's where the game master has to arbitrate and make up rules on the spot. The AI isn't necessarily going to be any good at that. Right. I mean, eventually it'll be better than a fucking human.
Yeah.
But as of right now, it's gonna suck at it, right?
Yeah.
And so the second problem is that people who are game masters tend to spend way more money on a game than people who aren't.
Yeah.
The average game master has every fucking book for a game, whereas the average player, they just get the main book.
Yeah.
And then maybe they'll get a book or two about a specific class or a specific race that they're into. Otherwise, they just get the main book and that's it. And so by eliminating game masters, you eliminate a big chunk of the amount of money that you're going to be earning from these people.
Right.
So there's that.
I still think, and I get all that, but I think there's a way that they could put this game together and you have the game cost whatever it needs to cost, but then to be able to play the game like with live people and not just an NPC and bot campaign. If you want to play with live people and have that ability to do multiplayer, then you need to have a subscription like you have with Call of Duty now, where it's $4.99 a month or $4.95 a month. Because I guarantee you, if you put out a game that somebody really like, oh, I love pen and paper role play, but like my game group, when we get together, it's taken us 7 years to get this far. But I'm in the mood. I want to, kind of get some of this in. They'd go in and they'd buy the game $40-$50. They'd buy the base game that they can always have. And then they could do that option. Like you could pay, like if you just got a wild hair up your ass, like today, I just want to, I just want to play some other people, hear some other voices or whatever. Then maybe you could pay 99 cents for the day or whatever. And then if you decided from there that you'd like it, then you can pay for a whole 30 days. I mean, there's so many different options on how you can do it now. Now, I think I would be one who would be like, first, let me see if I like the game. So, I would love to have it where they would, like, you could go online and they're like, okay, we have these 4 options for the game that you can buy. You can buy basically the very basics, learning your tabletop game, and with 4 modules for the first campaign. Okay, right? So how many modules usually come in a campaign? Like 20?
It depends. Oftentimes it's only a couple, like like the one we're working through, there's only really 3 modules to the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I said that normally a module is something that you can complete in a day, but that's not always the case.
Right, but there's some of them out there. So so trust me, if I was the game maker and I had all the rules and everything, every module there would be 20 module to every campaign, period, end of sentence. No matter how I had to make it that way, I would do it. So anyways, or, you can do this much, or you can get for 2 hours, you can come in and experience this for this flat fee. Would you like to continue? Would you like to buy the game? There's so many different options out there.
One of the things that is fairly typical in the pen and paper role-playing game industry is they will have, when they first initially release the game, they'll release the main book for the game, which basically, essentially everybody needs. There needs to be at least one copy at the table for everybody to use. And then they'll release what is called a box set. And the box set typically will have a very basic breakdown of the rules, a simplified version of the rules, basically. So all you need actually to play the game, at least initially, would be the box set.
Yeah.
And it has a little adventure.
Right.
Usually something that can be completed in like 4 hours. And that adventure in and of itself, typically in a well-made one, is designed to teach you how to play the game.
Right.
So it will give you scenarios in which you have to use, okay, this is how we do combat. This is how we do magic. This is how we do searching rooms or whatever, searching for traps, stuff like that. It'll walk you through it. So
they could do something like that. For $5, you can come in and you can do this. What did you just call it?
Box set.
So but what's the thing you just specifically talked about with the box set? Adventure. There we go.
Adventure, yeah.
Oh, my brain not work. So they very specifically, for $5, you can do the learning adventure. Learn how to do our game. If you like it.
Tutorial adventure.
Yeah. So you could do the tutorial game. And if you like it, we will give you $5 off of your box set. We know the box set's very costly at $100. However, your box set comes with 3 free months where you can do online play. And then it's $7.99 a month or $5.99 a month after that. Or you can choose to do online play at $1 a day when you choose to do it. Because not everybody's can do the math like I can do, where I'm just like, if it was $4.99 a month and I'm only going to play 2 days a week and I'm going to play online both those days a week, I'll just pay the dollars. No, dummy. Hello. That's $8 to $10 a month. $5 is cheaper.
Yeah.
Because I think when you put money into something, I think you tend to pay a little more attention to it.
Yeah.
Not everybody has liquid
the
excess money.
The typical person doesn't really care about something that they get for free.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Interesting. Huh. I think it's something. Maybe we should create something for everybody, right? I don't know. I'm glad you guys got to play a little bit, even though it was not like what you would typically do. Yeah. But it's kind of exciting. You got a whole day to yourself. Yesterday, you got a whole day to yourself to do whatever you wanted. I happened to watch a horror movie with Marlon Wayans in it called Him.
Oh yeah.
It's a football game. It's a football game, and it's got a really hot up and comer actor, hot commodity actor. His name's Tyreek Williams. Waters? I don't know. His first name's Tyreek, and he looks like a well-defined Kane Brown, good-looking kid, and he's got a very good range of emotions that he shows, and he is very great. And so that was my day yesterday. I watched. That's what I watched yesterday. I couldn't stay awake to save my life. I was awake for 2 hours, slept for 15 minutes. Awake for 2 hours, slept for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep well Saturday night because it's just been physically exhaustive at work. And but last night, had trouble sleeping. I came out on the couch. I elevated my feet and my head. So I was kind of in a U shape. Oh, it was glorious. It was like 4 great hours of sleep. It was so nice.
Like sleeping in a hammock, which I do not like.
I don't particularly like it either, but I think it was the only way for my body to really let my spine decompress because, I always say my back hurts because one of the problems with backache for some people like moi, I don't do number 2 very often. So that puts a lot of pressure on my back. So doing that just kind of let everything be happy today as far as that goes. Such a joyous thing. Anyways,
happy.
well, I'm glad you got a day to yourself.
Yeah.
And that's kind of interesting. We'll have to like talk more about the pen and paper roll top stuff, because I think there's a way they could develop a video game out of it where it could really invite more people to play, and also make it for the long-term players, make it a way for them not to have to wait for Saturday night to get their pen and paper game on. Because I'm sure there's some days when you come home from work, you're like, dude, I really want to get on this campaign. I really want to get one of these modules gone through and just have a good time, spend 2 or 3 hours by yourself. I'm sure it would make you happy. So there's an idea for you game makers. Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I think we're running out of time today because we have to go.
Yeah.
So anyways, have a good one.
Later.
Bye. Okay, everybody, that's all the time we have for today. So I want to thank you for stopping by to enjoy the conversation. We're glad you're here, and please share and share again and share some more. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We'll be having another chat and another cup soon. We'll talk to you then. Look forward to seeing you.